Hello everyone. So today we are going to study biometric of Jntuh R-18 subject, which is professional elective in 3-1. So the syllabus is very vast, but we are trying to cover each and every topic of the subject. So please stay tuned. So first of all, biometric is a very theoretical subject. We are going to learn topic wise. So as you can see, this is a syllabus of biometric Jntuh R-18. It's, as I said, it's very theoretical and it's very lengthy, but if you get the idea of this subject, definitely you can do it. So let's begin with the first unit, which is Introduction and Handwriting Character Recognition. It's very basic, so let's begin. So in unit 1 we have the introduction handwriting character recognition, and in the history and its type and the general architecture of biometric system. So we are going to we are going to see step by step. So this one is the basic definition of biometric. So what is biometric? Biometric are body measurements and calculations related to human characteristics. Biometric authentication or realistic authentication is used in computer science as form of identification and access control. So basically biometrics are used in measurements, in calculations related to all human beings. For example, now in colleges, now you're having biometrics, so you're giving your fingerprint. So basically biometric is related to all human beings. It can measure, it can calculate and all. So how can we identify biometric? By like for example, fingerprints. Facial expression means face. We can recognize by face or by voice also. So for example, in colleges in biometric, the biometric are taken by the thumb, like our fingerprints, or by eye, which come under a facial expression. You can give any one, so they can recognize you, and that is very unique. The biometric is a unique individual and may be used in combination for ensure a greater accuracy of identification. So in exam, within 2 marks it will ask, so you can write this definition. And let's see the history of the biometric, how it came and all. History of biometric, till now it didn't came in exam, but in case, so only you have to get the just remember the overview of the history of biometric. So first, biometric was introduced in 14th century at the period in China. So first Chinese people, they introduced a biometric. So they introduced a biometric by recognizing fingerprints, facial expressions and all. First they recognize fingerprints. First in biometric, fingerprint was introduced. Then after that, after the fingerprint, in 19th century, a scientist named Alphonse Pétron discovered a system. So after fingerprint, they also recognize, like, not only from fingerprint, but we can take biometric from facial expression, signatures, record heights, all these things. Okay, and it also recognized by hair, weight, and any measurement of your body, like any expression of your body. And the nation of retention edification was introduced by Dr. Charlton Seymour and Dr. Atherton Goldstein in 1935 by face recognition. Just remember the scientist's name and the year, and you can easily write it in an exam. And also these 2 points, just remember the scientist's name and the year of establishment, like same FBI, and yeah, that's it. So let's see the type of biometrics. So basically there are 2 types of biometric, which is behavioral biometric and psychological biometric. So there are, as I said, 2 types of biometric, which is biometric, behavior and psychological. So what is behavioral biometric? Behavioral biometric is a scientific study how people's and animals' bodies function, and it further divided into signature, like 3 types: signature recognition, voice recognition, and keystroke. So basically this one is the types of biometric. You can easily join an exam. As I said, physical and behavior. So in physical there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types in physical, and in behavior just learn the subheadings and you can write inside part by your own also if you understand. So under physical, the fingerprints will come, face biometric will come, hand geometry will come, and iris also, retina, your eyes, and you can also calculate the DNA. In behavior, 3 recognitions are there: speaker, signature, and keystroke. Speaker, signature, and what? Keystroke. So this one is a definition of speaker recognition. So it's basically a psychological trait, and it's depend on the physical structure of throat, mouth, and the coronic constituents being dependent. Many factors voice became curricular biometric identifier. Okay, distinguish the speaker. So basically a speaker recognition, we can recognize this speech recognition by our voice, okay, by talking, speaking, identifying how you speak, a human voice, okay, and it's very popular and it's very low cost, okay. So next one is signature. So signature is actually a personal identification. It's very high value transaction, and it also, like nowadays we can capture signature in our phone. You can just take a snap of it, okay. Keystroke is basically a sufficient distinctive form of basic biometric technology, and it stating it of style. It also keep various security purpose. This one is a definition of psychological physical, also we can call as physical biometric, and it's behavioral trait of individual, and for example ear, eyes, iris, fingerprint, etc. And the definition and its type: brittle and age biometric, okay. Basically brittle and age biometric is it's mostly used for criminal, and as you can see the definition of the brittle age biometric, you can write by your own also if you understand what is saying. Fingerprint also, it's old and it's efficient biometric method. Fingerprint also, it's old and efficient biometric method. It used in many old days. As I said before, nowadays fingerprint recognition is extensively used for mobile device for door locks and high security access control. As I said, we can capture signature by taking snap or something. And this one is the definition of face biometric. Nowadays we are having cameras and also we can easily capture our face by taking photos and all. Before it was not there. So it was very hard to recognize someone, especially for Aadhaar card or something. There was no cameras and all, so it was very difficult. Nowadays you can easily capture by taking snap for biometric, for face biometric, and it will be easy for identifying that person. So it's identification and authentication. It's, as I said, used in high quality cameras, ability to zoom, ability to recognize subject or from the distance, making facial recognition suitable for security and for surveillance application. So under face biometric, facial recognition technology and facial recognition of the currently developing versatile biometric technologies. Also, we can write this two definition by our own. Like for facial recognition technology, digital cameras and facial recognition will be used, and for the reason behind of this growth, we can use the smartphone and personal computing devices. Now let's see the hand geometry biometric. So basically in hand geometric biometric, we can use our fingers, like we can use our fingers for taking the fingerprints. So here also iris biometric will be used, okay, for color portion of the shape of the ring and all, and for accuracy and security. Retina biometric, basically in retina they will scan your eye, they will identify your eye color and all. Another one is DNA matching. So basically DNA, we use DNA for testing and all. Basically in courts, in high courts, it will use a lot. They will identify, for example, there is trouble between a father and a child. So father don't know whether this child is his or not. So they will take a DNA test. Okay. So DNA matching, it was introduced a world few decades before. So DNA was like very new investigation, and in clinical purpose. So as I said, to identify her identity, we invented this technology. Let's see another topic. As you can see, we have completed, wait a minute, yeah, we have completed introduction and history of biometric. Now we are going to see the general architecture of biometric system. So we have diagram in general architecture of biometric system. Let's see. This one is the basic diagram of general architecture of biometric. Let's see the definition. This one is the definition. So basically it is made for significant impact of personal identification and for authentication practice worldwide. You can write the definition in your exam just by understanding and learning, and draw this diagram. Which is sensor module, image database, feature structure and template storage. We also have another diagram which is input image to user interface, quality checks, feature structure and template matching, template database and decision. Okay. And this one is the performance. In performance also we have 5 things, which is unique, repeatable, accessible, universal and acceptable. So we see the definition of the general architecture of biometric, we see the 2 diagrams, and we see the performance, these 5 things. Now the last thing is verification and identification. So verification we call as one-to-one, and this is identification we call as one-to-many. Till here you can write in exam. Okay. So Let's see the another topic, which is basic working of biometric matching. Basic working of biometric matching in next video. Till then, stay tuned. Bye.